as a band, how did that idea come up? Did you guys sit down and...
We, it started actually with Christiana and Rambles, because Christiana, she initially started as just a really good friend of ours. She came to all the shows, and then she started kind of performing with us, and then over time, like, she became a part of the band, which again has 6 players. She wanted to do some more singing. She was doing more like performance piece, and so she and Rambles sat down one night and kind of wrote this thing, Bacon and Eggs. It was like this slow kind of like down-tempo Elvis Costello kind of thing. And then they brought it to all of us, and then we just let the wheels turn, which is how we work. We'll bring a song to everybody, and then we just try to turn it into whatever it becomes. Anyway, we just let the wheels turn until this rock opera idea came up, and then this idea of, like, what if she's kind of like a hot Kathy Bates, you know, in Misery, and she's holding this guy hostage in the room, you know, and yeah, I don't know that it has any particular meaning behind it or like a moral, but it was fun, and we all came up with it together.
Do you do like a separate mini opera every show you do, or do you, because from what I understand, every show you do is completely different?
Every show is totally different. We'll do the same songs, you know, because people like the songs, but I've never worn the same costume twice, and we've performed. Oh my God. We've performed a lot, and I've never worn the same costume, which is pretty amazing, because I'm poor and can't afford all these costumes. There's a lot of improv involved. We always try to get the audience involved somehow. We never know exactly what's gonna happen. You know, stuff like the box fist is planned out. We know that's gonna happen. Bongo Town has a thing that, yeah, it's all different. And Bacon and Eggs, we just performed for the first time last night. We're doing it again today. I thought it went really well last night. So that will probably evolve and become even bigger and longer and more elaborate as time goes on.
Yeah. Within your entire band and its concept, is it about sex, or is it about fun? Is it about what?
It's about individuality. You know, I wear handprints. Basically, the handprints represent individuality. You know, again, for me, like I said, I grew up in a really weirdo Jesus cult up north, and being a part of that was about not being an individual. Being a part of that was about being part of this weird collective with some kind of crazy fucking purpose. And, you know, and then people would say things like, nobody is special, nobody is different. And I grew up hearing that, and it never sat well with me. That was very frightening. And then one day it occurred to me, well, everybody has different fingerprints and handprints, like everybody the world over. So isn't that just one little thing to prove that there is individuality among people? You know, so I wear these handprints as a representation of you as an individual person. And the thing about the bandmates, all of us are pretty fucking different from each other. It's amazing that we've worked so well. And part of the reason we do work so well is because we respect the other person as an individual. So, I mean, that's what it's about. Yeah, we'll sing about sex, we'll sing about, you know, the different angsts that come with being an American male of a certain age, you know, but for the most part, and for me especially, the band is about individuality among humans. Enjoy yourself, have fun, celebrate your individuality, and if you can't find it, then go on a fucking treasure hunt because it's important. So
you're currently on a national tour? You're currently on...
We just did a little mini tour up in Northern California, Bay Area, back in January. We're setting up another one in August. We're gonna hit some more of Northern California, then we're going on to Oregon, or maybe it's Oregon and then back. But yeah, so we're setting that up. We just recorded our second EP. Our first one we recorded basically in our bedroom, and it's cute and it's charming, but now we have a little more, you know, De Niro to make a more professional album. So we did. It's gonna have 5, possibly 6 songs. And and we're polishing them up now. I'm hoping that it'll be totally finished before the tour, so hopefully it'll be ready around July, maybe late July. The second EP is a lot of our zingers, a couple songs that were on the original EP, we redid them.
Any song, can you talk about the writing process? Randall comes in with the lyrics and you guys try and write the melody?
Sure.
You come in.
Germs, for example, is our, that's the one that most people know from us. That started with, Rambles had an idea about singing a song about germophobia. And then he sang his idea to me, and then me having a very musical theater jazzy background, I put this like kind of jazzy thought on it, and then we came to Coop Enigma, and he put his 2 cents on it, and then it was like everybody just came in, and that's how we work. That's our creative process. And Germs was really in particular a love child of the individual players, because Cooper came from this a cappella group, and so he had this like an idea of these a cappella moments where we all kind of do this barbershop thing, and then, or maybe Rambles had the idea for the barbershop thing, and and then I had this jazzy background, and so yeah, that's kind of how we work. Like we're very aware of what each person comes from, and we just try to put our passions all together into any one song. I know I do R&B and I do jazz. That's what I grew up with. So we find a way for that to work with, the kind of classic rock AC/DC sound that Dan grew up with, and the Radiohead sound that Enigma grew up with. Sorry, Dan is Rambles. Christiana grew up with pop and No Doubt, so we put a way to put that into it. And then Axe Monkey grew up with, Led Zeppelin kind of, so we take everything we love and we just put it all into the one song and see what happens.
Do you have a website where people can go and get the EPs? Get all of your...
Yeah, go to hotsauceholiday.com. We're also on SoundCloud and Reverb Nation. And then you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on all the social sites. But the main one to check out is hotsauceholiday.com.
How important is social media to the success of your band?
Social media is important to everybody right now. It's very important. I do the graphic design for the shows, and so I'm constantly making new flyers and setting them up on everything, and we hashtag everything we can. If you're out there and you're a fan of Hot Sauce Holiday, or you're curious about Hot Sauce Holiday, please follow us on the social medias. We try to get as much content out as we can without being annoying, but all the stuff is really, really fun, and it's and here's the other weird thing about Hot Sauce Holiday. We almost have a bit of a rating system. We can be G-rated and family-friendly, or we can be NC-17 and everything in between. That's somehow we didn't intend for that to happen, but it just kind of did. So please, this is a band for everybody, and it's just a lot of fun.
Your opinion on something. Some people say in today's society, because of social media, it's more important that you brand yourself than you have talent. Agree? Disagree?
Unfortunately, I have to agree. And that might come from a cynical place of working in Hollywood for a while, but yeah, it is. I don't want to say that everybody on the different social sites are untalented people. I'll let you come to that conclusion on your own. But we're in a like or unlike society. People are going to follow what has the most likes. So I, as an artist with some training under my belt, of course that's going to irritate me, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, I'll try to do that, but I'm also very true to my talent, to my art, what I want to do. But yeah, I think if you have a shit ton of talent and you're interesting, there's going to be more longevity to it. But yeah, we're definitely in a like or unlike society right now. So I'm just hoping we get a shit ton of likes. But I hope that people will like us not just because everybody else is. I hope they like us because we're a lot of fun and applicable to anything.
If people want to book your band or anything like that, do you have management? Do you have something?
We don't have management, right? I kind of handle all the booking type stuff. Honestly, best place to get to us quick is our Facebook Messenger, Hot Sauce Holiday, and then go through the messaging system. We check that constantly. So yeah, Facebook is the best place, but we do check everything else. So if you hit us up on Twitter or Instagram, or even just through hotsauceholiday.com, there's a place where you can book us there. We check it all. Facebook is the fastest, for sure.